Yokoso and välkommen. Yeah. Here for some gaming. It's a little something light. As per usual, I'm really just clearing my storm pods. I bet you're thinking, man, Celery, you're so ugly. You don't really do anything like you say you will when you stream. First of all, you don't have to be so mean. Second of all, yeah, but we're gonna get back on track here soon. Once I lose my job tomorrow, we're gonna get nasty with it. We're gonna, without a doubt, beat Pikmin 2, Pokemon Crystal, and some evil third thing that I haven't figured out yet. But this month that I have until my next job starts, grindage, baby. Also, we have to grind on this game, because I gotta catch up on NA. I am pretty far behind. No, that's not true. I'm almost done. Okay, I've done all the quest stuff, and then I've also done... Oh, well, no, I just have to clear the shop, that's it. But I have made almost no progress, so... I guess my statement's not untrue? I don't know. Listen, I don't know what you want to hear from... Oops, sorry, I unmuted a video. If you heard like 1 second. Yay. 3-turn gaming, what else needs to be said? A lot, actually. Yay. I'm kind of behind on this event too, but it's okay. This one still has a lot of time before it goes into stride too. So like I don't feel bad about that. Yay. What does that say? Is that so that I know that's like susu, like in susumi, like susumi. And that's like ike. So like susu iku naka? I don't know. That's definitely not how it's said. But I recognize those kanji. For what it counts, I recognize the kanji. Vomits profusely. Get away from me. I still gotta also do those extra missions for the evocation festival with putting Taisui whatever at the beginning of the party. I haven't done those. You gotta do it 3 times, right? I haven't done that yet. What does this mean for LeBron's legacy? Not sure. Get away from me. Yay. What is it? Cool. What is this? Do I have to take Ranmaru Ekusu or something? Or is it just you can't be ugly as a stipulation? I've already read this event. Pack it up. Yeah, okay, so you just have to put Ranmaru X in the front. And then you're gonna be replaced with Old Boy. Wait, you're only level 1? I haven't leveled you at all? Well, whatever. Get in here and die. Or, you know, maybe they won't die. Maybe they'll survive. Well, that's okay. Kage Kyotran can do some mean damage. Even by herself, with no buffs and, you know, she can do it. Watch. As the kids say, she can do it. Trust. Well, maybe not with just NP damage alone. You have to admit she's doing her best, okay? Please hit Ranmaru Ekusu. Okay. Not at all what I requested, but sure. Goodbye, old boy. I'm doing mental math. I don't remember. What does this do? I see. Well, you don't need to gain crits. Well, you don't need to increase your crit star gain or your critical attacks. Well, whatever. I know this seems insane, but it'll at least mitigate the damage we're gonna take, right? We only have to take 1 NP. Man, you were supposed to hit a crit with that, but whatever. Heh, owned. Oh, now you want to hit Ranmaru Ekusu? What? I thought if anyone would pass away, it'd be the Nobu. Do we have to actually break both? Hell, it looks like it. I feel like I just heard a really weird squeak sound behind me. I'm scared to look. Nice. Buff removal. Goodbye, Ranmaru Ekusu. But it's okay. The real star is here. Oh no. Oh yeah. I guess the strat would have been to try and farm all those Nobu. Because I'm sure it counts as beating him for this. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Get away from me. Nakanaka te tsuyoina? I don't know. Is that te or is that like coal? Like, this kid's kind of strong. Yay. What's mission 64? Oh, this one? Cool, I guess. Yeah, it seems like I've cleared a good amount of, I almost said mutants, a good amount of missions just by, you know, living. Love to see it. Oh, my homies despise Brynhilda. Why does she have such a high just bond requirement, dog? It's 'cause she stinks. She don't bath. They should have, since they are repeating this event, they should have added Old Boy as a summonable servant. He has a pretty big fan base. I don't remember his name. Let's see if I can read any of it. Oh, Tanaka, Shin. I can't read it, but I can read Tanaka. And then that would be read as Shin, right? That's like the beginning part of like Atarashi. Or is it like Ata? Oh well. Good old Tanaka-san. I'm surprised he wasn't added to the game. He has this whole like sprite right here too. Like they are just asked, like he could be added to the game. I feel like they already did the hard part. They just got to come up with a kit. But whatever. What do I know? Nothing apparently. Dead. How much damage was that? 462,000. A little something light. I forget. Do we have to break all? He said, "Va." You hit the best servant to hit with that, so thank you. Goodbye, young boy. Ooh, he's every turn creaming on us? That's kind of scary. Oh, it's this song? That's cool. Sora no Yume. Shinbei. That's what it is. So I was right about that being Shin, but Shinbei. Tanaka Shinbei. Bro got stunned. I have trivialized this fight. This is really my forbidden setup. Like, Kage Kyo-chan is so strong. It's kind of, it's laughable at how she just melts health bars when she has Ashiodoma on support. And I mean, it all works out, right? I think. Oh man, almost all works out. I just have to do one more mission with Old Boy in front. Yay. Me when I just haven't progressing the story been doing so I have a bunch of just unclaimed missions that are claimable. Cloud Strife. Oh, what? No battle? Honestly, I've only eaten breakfast today. Because we went to a restaurant with my grandma. But it was pretty substantial. I had some coleslaw of the Greek variety. I mean, it was pretty good. And then I had a biscuit a bit ago. Super giant enemies. I completely forgot about this. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that I just happened to come over here. And that was almost disastrous. I would have missed out on 2 of these quests. Get away from me. Is my David any better? I guess I can't. I have to bring their David. I kind of really wanted to roll for Scott the Hot, but you know, I feel like I should probably wait and see if Koyanskaya gets a rate up instead, because I might benefit more from her. You know how it is. Punch. For some reason I thought this was area of effect. Boy, was I wrong. No. Sweet. Is what I wish I could say, but we still have an entire row to go. And that guy's scary. Fair amount of damage. So no heart. Please stop hitting David. He's the closest thing we have to a healer. I remember losing this on my first playthrough of it when I did it on NA. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen again. We can do this. I think we're a nice goofy collection. A gaggle of guys. I think we have to take our real NP though, which is scary and is gonna suck. Which, I don't know, how do you take this normally? Do you just engineer this whole situation so that you can have the evade from David? Don't hit David. David! Thank you. You can do this, Queen of Sheba. Ooh, I guess not. Man, this is Airy Buffet. I can't use my command spells? Man, ain't this something else? Man, I hate Queen of Sheba. Whatever, just take one of these. I want to get this over with. I don't have time to redo this. I have like an hour before we run out. A net negative, of course, is what I'm gonna get. So if you get one for no, you get two. So they can, well, whatever. I don't care. I just want this over with. David, throw a rock at her. I remember now why I almost forgot to do this. A net neutral? That's the word I was looking for. Or phrase. I'm not listening to karaoke versions. Get out of here. Man. Mole is the worst there ever was and ever will be. However, this is a good C. Caster. No oil. I could have swore that got him NP charge, but whatever. I think that's more of a recent buff and not default coup behavior. Hey, Tsushi-san. Yeah, it's been around 400 years. How do? I see you've come through. Did you bring a pot of stew? Goodbye, young boy. And you say only 300? Indeed, just a mere 400, 300 plus 1, if you will. As you can see, I'm here scrambling to get this done before it wears off in an hour. I completely blanked about doing these remaining interludes, but hey, we're doing them now, right? That's all that matters. Do we have to beat all of his rocks? Or is he dead after this? I guess we'll find out. No need to talk about it. It's unlocked interludes, honey, for the, you know, weekly pickups for all the million star servants. Yeah, it's that. It was like 75% off for strengthenings up until a little bit ago. That was pretty cool. And you say, oh yeah, the class stuff, that's the one. They might cook up something. Well, it's probably just gonna be, you know, for Oc 4. Is when we're gonna see the next new servants, whatever the new rulers are for that. What that may entail, I'm not sure, but there should definitely be new servants there. Oh yeah, Dante was pretty recent, so no, never mind. You had me thinking that like we were in an actual drought, but no, Dante was just like a few weeks ago. I completely forgot about him. Like, completely forgot. Yay. I knocked over a chapstick. Dante was not the New Year's servant. That was Richard. The Chaldea Boys campaign was when Dante came out. That was White Day. And White Day was just like a few weeks ago. About 5 times? Man. Cats? Now see what you actually mean? You don't mean cats as in the animal. You're talking about cats as in the musical. And that musical play has been living rent-free in your head, as the kids say these days, and you've been unable to function. Man, Koo, do you have nothing better to do except for harass us? Have I seen Ishura? Yeah, but I don't like Ishura. I watched the second season. I watched the first season as well, but I just genuinely do not like the show. But I watch it. Why? I couldn't tell you why, but like I said, I genuinely do not enjoy it. But yet here I am watching it. Or finish watching it because it's over now, but hey. Yeah. Not my type of show. Nah, I guess not. Yeah, how it feels kind of like every episode is more of like a chapter of a book that's ongoing. I get you. That's understandable. I mean, I'm glad you like it. Oh, you like anthologies? Yeah, see, and then I guess it was just made for a you-created character. Of Odd Taxi? I didn't get that vibe. See, I liked Odd Taxi a lot, though. Oh, that's what you mean? How it's like all these little things are happening and they all intertwine and unwind. Get stunned, losers. Nice. Not nice. Just 10% away from creaming on the competition. That's okay though, that's okay. We win these. We win these at the cost of Scothaha though. Which, you know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Scotty, more like Deddy. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were here, but I was really considering rolling for Scotty, Skahahahahaha. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna pass after all. Because I have the ruler one, and I think that I can just, you know, make it work with just the ruler one. But I would like to have them both, but if I had to pick between her and Koyanskaya, I think I'd rather have Koyanskaya. There we go, sweet. I mean, a real one would just roll for them both, but they never said I was real, I guess. All along, I was the fake one. Listen, I just don't have income because I don't have a job anymore after tomorrow. And I won't have an income again until the beginning of May. So, shrug emoji. Say Azin. Hello. It's been a minute since we saw you too. It's like all of these characters we haven't charactered from in a while are all here to say hi. And you're one of them. Unless you're actually just Tsuchi-san's alter ego. Then I guess that would make sense why you both would appear after like 50 million years. But yeah, I'm glad you're having good luck in the gacha. I bet you rolled 3 Paracelsus and 1 summon. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. 5 whole Draconius Rex and 1 Timothy Matt. $13. $4? That's pretty crazy, actually. See, now that's the actual good luck right there. 5 Draco, yeah, I've been there, seen that. But 4 Locusta and 1 summon, that's insane. You like the mushroom lady, as you should. Yeah, she seems to like you for the 13 you got. Hooray. I'm telling you, I would like to try and get Skathaha, but I feel like since I already have the ruler one, I should just be content with that. So I guess I will. I'll abandon my silly ambition. Because it's not like I'm doing any type of crazy setup where like I need 3. You know what I'm saying? This is how I went, hey dog, if you want to donate some money to the stream, then yeah, I'll definitely buy some quartz and roll. But you know, I have a pretty low amount of quartz to say as of right now. And I feel like I'll probably benefit more from getting Koyanskaya than, you know, like a second Skathaha. It's just that easy. If only, if only. Well, it was that easy when I went for Castoria, but I don't think that type of luck will ever come its way to me again. I was less born with luck and more born with an elaborate curse. In place of a luck stat, I have a curse stat. And it fluctuates. Also, I'm sure this is not going to be the last raid up ever for Skathaha. And with the Berserker pickup coming soon, I'm sure Lancelot Berserker's going to have a raid up soon. And I need 8 more of him to be able to get him to level 120, max up his skills. So I'd honestly rather wait for that. That's the conclusion I came to. I was like, well, I don't have a lot of quartz left after all the dumb rolling I've done for all these support servants. So, you know what I mean. So what you're saying is that higher education is causing a difficult situation, leading to a lack of gacha game playing invasion. And also you don't have any bread. Well, was there anyone you really cared about rolling for summer? Is that like a big deal, or was it more you were rolling because you just kind of wanted to have, I don't know, Tesuka Triboka during their summer raid up that they have? Just would have been nice. I get you. So what you're telling me is that you were a victim of desire drive? Oh, wait. I don't have nearly... Well, whatever. I thought we had a lot more charge. Nice. For Kenshin. Not even Takeda Shingen. You're gonna go for discount Taira no Kagekyo. Just Kagekyo-chan if they gave her kit to a ruler. I've never been so disappointed. But I also expected this, you know, disappointed but not surprised. Die, I guess. Yay. I wanted to try an NP5 him because I got him NP2 from his first raid up, and when he had his raid up for the class raid ups that are happening right now, I spent a lot of quartz and got nothing but NP3 Carmilla. Kind of upset. Shrug emoji, I guess. What you gonna do? You got Quetzalcoatl from a paid single. That's pretty cool, I think. I mean, I guess it's cool if you wanted her. I'm pretty indifferent towards the winged serpent myself. I see. So really you'll take what you'll get because what you got was something good under those circumstances. Man, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. And I bet you're thinking, wow, Celery, that's pretty cringe. Tomorrow's your last day at work. You can't even show up for that? No, I don't want to. Because it's my last day at work. I knocked over that chapstick again. Why do I have it right there? Yeah, so because it's my last day, I especially don't want to go in. But I guess it's whatever. I told them I would, so I'm going to. I mean, I could just not go. Like, I could just straight up, I could just not go. I'm not gonna work there. What does it matter? It's not hurting me. I mean, it's hurting my name, I guess. And also, and then those people could start throwing curses at me. And I already have enough curse damage that's stacked over time, so that actually I would lose a lot. I don't want my curse gauge to fill up any longer. I'd like it to just kind of go down for a bit, but, you know, I could easily just not go in tomorrow. And I'd suffer minimal consequences aside from, again, my curse meter going up. And that's just potentially. They might not be the kind of people that cast curses, so my curse meter might just remain neutral. And, well, actually just go up a bit just because of, like, the negative karma factor of letting people down. But, you know. Since when has that ever scared me, huh? All I do is let people down. But whatever. I was viewing the internet there for a second if you're wondering why I like disappeared. I had to check on something. But that something was checked on. See, the biggest reason why I don't want to go into work tomorrow is because I have to go in at noon. And the entire time I've worked at this store, I've worked from 5 to 10 at night. So this time I'm working noon to 5. I'm sure there's going to be less people because who goes to a Dollar General at noon on a Monday? Probably more people than I'm going to think. However, I don't know. We'll see. So it might just be a lot of me standing around, which I'm all for. I'd rather stand around and look smelly than actually work, so I don't know, maybe it'll be fun. I'd rather just not go in at all, but whatever. Toru type. What you got going on? That's kind of cool. Hang on, I'm doing some mental math. Okay, we're not listening to a karaoke version of that song we just heard. Okay, cool. I was just thinking about if I wanted to eat something after I finish streaming, and I'm leaning towards yes. But then it becomes, what am I gonna eat? I feel like I shouldn't eat until tomorrow just because of the breakfast that I had was pretty unhealthy. It was a French toast thing from a restaurant that had like custard in it and whatever. So it was really dessert-like, and I just feel like a fatty if I were to eat anything else today after eating that. But what you gonna do, huh? What am I gonna do for the month that I'm unemployed, you ask? Hang out. I kinda talked about it earlier, but that's what I'm gonna do. I want to finish Pikmin 2, Pokemon Crystal, and I don't know, some evil third thing that I haven't figured out yet. Yay! take him out. I'm doing mental math, hang on. This works. In all honesty, Hokusai might hit Bond, I think 12, after we do all of our storm pods. If she does hit Bond 12, I might go ahead and do something evil, which might be doing a roll for Scott Hot. But we'll see. Because she's really not that far off. As far as Bond 12 goes, she's like 20,000 away. We get a good 5,000 every time we do this. So yeah, it's not unlikely. Evil bot in chat, die. Is this like a metal jazz fusion? But it kind of feels like. It sounds good though. I didn't check and see how much more hooks I needed. Ritsuka S Fujimaru. I have spent so much time in this casino. I must have the lifetime membership card. One time someone who doesn't play on JP and doesn't know about this node, they asked me why I'm always doing it. And then I was like, well, it's a good amount of bond points you get. It's good for farming QP, and it gets rid of my storm pods. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, there's definitely other ones that I could do, but I don't have max QP, so I feel like I might as well just do this one. Could I find another one that's easier to farm? Definitely. But, hey, whatever. I don't do what I do because it's effective and efficient. I do what I do because I want to do it. And also in this case because I have to for storm pods. But hey, it's within what I want to do when I want to do it, within the confines of storm pods. Ooh, I hit the wrong enemy. Oh well. That guy died. This definitely is like a jazz metal fusion. Or maybe even just like aggressive guitar. Maybe not quite metal. Bro, hit him with that. I'm just lost in thought. Nice. Laid Back Tomboy Girl is the name of this song. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize that wasn't the last one. Oops. I kind of blew our load a bit too early, so to speak. Shrug emoji. I just wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something else on a different monitor. My fault, OG. My fault. What is this band called? Rondo Kure. I like the spices they mix in the soup. It's quite tasty if I do say so myself. Now this spice rub is something else. There is a pretty high chance it crit, right? She just decided not to hit it. Whatever, Hokusai. I started watching that anime, Minami-ke. I'm only 3 episodes into the first season, because I just keep putting, I don't know, I don't dislike it, I just never feel like watching it. I know that sounds weird, but like, it's just lately, I don't know, I just haven't felt like spending my time in a more apt way, which would be watching the show. I watch like 1 episode a day. And it's been like right before I go to work. And I usually think, man, this show is really funny, I wish I watched it more. Well, anyway, as I proceed to just not watch it, hey, there we go. It spawned 11 actually, not 12, but hey. Sweet. Am I really gonna desecrate my 205 quartz in an attempt to try and roll Skahata Hot? Maybe. I had said that if we got it before it ran out, I would. I'm scared. No, 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 no. No! Rin, you freak. Not the botch run. That sucks. Oh well. I set myself up for failure. Not even on radar. Couldn't have even been the caster on radar, whoever that is. Too much, Yoon. Dang, worst role known to man. I believe I only need to get Hulkside to Bond 13 to have her full pin skill since I got her in P7. But I guess seeing will be believing. Man, I don't even know how I feel. I'm kind of upset. I don't really, like I said, I don't really need Skahahahahaha, and I know she's gonna have another raid up in the future. It's not like she's an unpopular, unheard of servant. If I was unlimited guap works, I would definitely just buy quartz as is, but I'm not currently in that position, so I unfortunately can't do that. You could have hit that first crit, that would have been pretty cool. But I guess you don't have to if you don't want to. Nice. This is some nice jazz. You survived? Well, I guess it's not that surprising. Storm pods are such a pain. But you know what's a bigger pain? Going into work tomorrow. Man, I am so not looking forward to that. I'm gonna keep talking about it because I just don't want to do that. Oh my goodness. If it was the normal shift of 5 to 10, and you know, it's my last day, whatever, just get my bread, go in, die, whatever. But no, man, this whole thing, and it's like, yeah, you get to work noon to 5. The lunch rush, which there isn't going to be one because it's a general store, but still. Who knows? Maybe the busiest day of the entire week is Mondays at noon at this general store in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. Alright, I'm back. I was getting some water, but yeah, no, the song ended too, so I had to like finagle my way in. Yay. As the story goes. Whoa, that's the title of the song. How does the story go? I don't know, but I guess we're about to find out. Laser beam. I think we have, what, 2 storm pods left after this? That's a big after this, because bro still has a smidgen of health left. Dancing a coin. I'm sorry, we have 3 left. It's 2 left after this one. Bro, I am really tired. A sudden drowsiness assaults me. What is that instrument in the back? It sounds wind chimey to me. That wasn't a bad song, but can't say it was my favorite of what we've heard today. This is a really, I don't know, rainforest retreat type song. You're on vacation and you're meditating. No, not even meditating. You're just walking through the rainforest, and that's the track that would play. I said it in the Discord server, and I probably said it on stream already too, but I don't know. The Switch 2, it doesn't seem like it's something I want to groove with, and not just because of the price tag, but just because I have a Switch Lite, and I've played to completion one game on it, and I got it, back in 2020? Like, I've tried playing it, but I don't know. I can't even be like, it just doesn't have any games, because there's, in theory, games I would like that are on it. I just have zero ambition to try and play. Like, I just don't really like video games. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. A game has to be incredibly me-specific for me to want to play it. Fate Samurai Remnant 2? Okay, you got me. But especially a Switch exclusive game. I mean, the new Pokemon game, the Legend ZA, zero interest at all in it. Die. But I don't know, if they make Pokemon Crystal 2, I might be interested in that. Man, that was not good damage. Johanna, you'll have to finish them off. This album is kind of not very good to me. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but I am not liking it. Rain on their parade, Johanna. Wrong one. Man, I messed up. The Last Storm Pod. The Ultimate Sacrifice. This song wasn't bad. The rest of them, like I said, I wasn't that impressed by, but I liked this one. One cool thing, I think I mentioned it already, but that job that I ended up getting on Friday, they have a gym in the facility. I'm pretty sure I said this already, but I look forward to being able to work out at a gym. And I bet you're thinking, oh, well, what makes you think you're going to actually do it? It's like, well, you know, I was an active gym goer in 2021 and 2022. And then 2023 was a seldom gym goer. And then 2024, just not at all. The whole reason I stopped going was just because it was far away. The one that I used to go to when I was unemployed, it was pretty close by in 2021 and 2. So I'd like to think that with that prospect, I'll be able to do that again. Yay. I probably should have just hit with an arts card because the 2 resistance to arts down, but whatever. Johanna's not going to do big damage regardless, maybe like 10,000 versus a 6,000. Oh my goodness, never mind. That was a lot of damage. And now they're dead, so it doesn't matter. Hooray! Storm pods cleared. And then I have enough to go and do something twice over here. Or I could do some of these quests here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna just end up ending the stream here. And then I'll end up doing this. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I'm kinda hungry and need to start getting ready to go to the bed since I can't sleep in by accident tomorrow and I have to get up at least 3 hours before work. So yeah, I think I'll call it here and I'll just clear the rest of this AP off camera. I'm thinking Tuesday is when I'm gonna do the finishing, or at least try to do the finishing grind for this. Yeah, no. So yeah, I'll see you later. As per usual, you can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hands because I heart you. Yes, you, for coming all the way through. And while you can't see my hand heart, you can heart this hand here triple time over. So I'll see you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.